So, speaking about like language barrier and coming here from Canada, what do you guys think that your sound can do for hip hop listeners or for any listener in Europe, or what do you think the impact is here?
I don't know. Music is music, and we're having a lot of fun making it, and we're having a lot of fun performing it. And anytime you bring something a little different to a new kind of area, what it can do for listeners is just give them something else to listen to, honestly. You know, because everybody's out there, every musician's out there trying to make good music. And when you get on a plane and you go somewhere else, you're bringing your music somewhere else. So there's people traveling here all the time. There's Germans traveling to Canada all the time. Everybody's just bringing a little bit of what they have from home. And it's not necessarily a Canadian sound that we have. It's not necessarily a North American sound that we have. It might be, some people will call it older. Some people will say it's older, but it's different. It's like, there's too many descriptive words and adjectives we could use, so we just might as well press play, and if they like it, they like it, and if they don't, hey, it's okay.
All right, so pretty much what you're doing with life right now is music, right? Have you ever thought about life without it, or is that just going to be what you do?
The unfortunate thing about being an independent artist is you have 2 feet. You have 1 foot on one side and 1 foot on the other side. And so until you get to the point where you can literally just make music and make all your money off of music, you're just in 2 different worlds, right? Like, some of us are in school, you know, others are working. I have a full-time job when I get home.
The idea of genre supremacy, I read that in one of your bios, and I was wondering, like, okay, is that from you guys, or do you feel that? Is that something you represent?
I hate that bio, personally. It's so stupid.
I don't know who wrote that.
Stupid. It was an old label, and they wrote the bio. It's such a dumb bio.
Genre supremacy. Yeah, that's just whatever. That's just a stupid thing.
Stupid.
And especially what is the genre? Like, hip-hop's not even a genre of music. You know what I mean? Like, the spectrum is so huge across it. It's like, you know, you say rock music, people go like, well, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? And it's even if somebody says indie rock music, they go, okay, well, still, like, you know, like, you have to be more specific. Yeah. So if rock is completely, like, you know, like, if hip hop is an exact analog of rock as far as a whole batch of music, it's kind of crazy to say, like, you know, like, genre supremacy in that, when there's, like, you hear some stuff's 140 BPM, some stuff's like 70 BPMs, and we're not even talking about halftime or double time. Some things were like just gonna be played in the club, some places not. Some things sound useless if you're gonna listen to them on earbuds, but, you know, you need massive subs to make it work. Some people, you don't need that. It's just like lo-fi, hi-fi, it's all over the map. So genre supremacy is just, whoever wrote that needs to think about other options in life about what they should be doing.
Cool. I'm really interested in that answer, because I wonder about genre too, about how people can break it down and look at it like that. But moving away from the music to sort of the last set of questions, you guys are family. Some of you are literally family. What's it like being on tour together? How do you stay sane?
I don't know if you do stay sane. Yeah, we're all crazy, but yeah, I know it's difficult. It's difficult, but it's also cool, right? Like, I'm in Germany with my brothers.
It's not going to be perfect, and you are with your siblings, and you're probably going to get into at least one argument. So just realize that will happen. But yeah, space is key. Space is key, and just time for yourself, you know, in the morning or whenever you can get it, really.
Y'all have been on stage with Charlie Tuna, for example, who's kind of a big name, and I did some digging. Yeah, I tried. You also were on stage with an orchestra, the Winnipeg Symphony Orchestra. So which one was most fun? What are you looking forward to?
For me, the most fun was the orchestra, because that's something that, like, you know, you could tell your kids about, like, something, you know, it was just something that most hip-hop artists don't get the chance to do.
Most artists, period.
Most artists don't get the chance to do. So that was pretty amazing for me.
I got a really big kick out of the Charlie Tuna tour, just spending time with him. and he's a really personable guy, and he'd like actually hang out with us, and he got a lot of good advice from him and learned a lot of really good things. But as far as the orchestra, we've got to play with the orchestra like a couple times, and I think the orchestra's been really cool because it's really weird. It's a really weird kind of surreal thing when you have an idea in your head and you take your idea and you start playing around with it, and then it turns into a song. Somebody else takes that now and they reinterpret it, but they capture all the little things. That's really cool. That was amazing.
Awesome. And now I think we're done.
Cool.
But I got one last question. You guys want to lay down a song right now?
Yeah.
Sure, let's do it.
Do it.